Howdy folks, this is how you do a soft drunk trippy effect inside After Effects. Gonna go new composition, 4K timeline, these are my settings, 5 seconds long, background black, okay. Then I'm gonna import my cool clip of a model with a sci-fi shades on, looking all mysterious. And I'm just gonna find a moment where she turns her head. We have a bit of movement and just trim my clip with Command-Shift-D. The first effect I'm going to do is just go to the effects and presets. I'm actually just going to use a really cool preset that I found in the animation presets in the image creative, and it's just called Bloom Bright. Click and drag that on. The blur radius about 20. The iterations about 2. And then on calculation, second layer opacity about 52. Then we got this just sort of soft, dreamy bloom effect, which is pretty cool. Then we're just going to Command D and duplicate it. And then I'm going to move it to 1 second and just offset it and then make up for those lost frames. And then I'm going to right click and go blending mode. And then we're going to go multiply. The image darkens, but don't panic. That actually sort of counters the bloom bright a tiny bit. And also we're just going to turn it to about 50%. Like this, and then you'll see we have this sort of like cool trail alongside her. You can see it in the glasses. Then what we're going to do is add a posterize time to the top layer, and then we're going to set that to about 12, and then it just adds a slight bit of stutter to it. And then we're going to Command D and do the same technique again, just offset it to 1 second, make up for those lost frames, and just turn it down a tiny bit more, maybe to about 32%. And then on this one, I'm going to do the posterized time about 6. So we're halving every time, just so it's got a second delay stutter there, which looks really cool. And then to make up for that exposure, I'm going to go new adjustment layer and then just add a brightness and contrast to it, just to bring back some of that exposure to balance the image. Lovely jubbly. Then I'm going to highlight all the layers, right click, pre-compose, just call it drunk, bit on the nose. And then I'm going to go over to the effects and presets, CC slant, and apply that to the pre-comp, and then go to frame 1 and then click the stopwatch to make a keyframe, and then just go to the end, and then we're just going to slant it like this. And you'll see the anchor point of the floor is actually too low, so I'm going to actually just raise it to the middle, so it's slanting from the middle there. And then to make up for this black space, I can just scale it up till we don't see the black anymore. Just patch it up, pretend it's not there, brilliant. And that's pretty much it.